My children, my heart soars like the eagle. For once again, the council comes together. Many sit within the council from many tribes, and they come in peace and in harmony. They come from the grandfathers to speak of peace and harmony, of healing. For we stand upon the bones of the grandfathers that reach back to the beginning of all life. And such as I come to walk amongst you. But I do not come to teach. I come as a friend to walk amongst my children. For the time of the tribes is now. The ones that walked this ancient land before Mary walk again. There are those that sit within this council that have walked this land in many lifetimes. But what has gone before was preparation. What is to come is the culmination. Hear me. Long ago, in the time of harmony, our mother knew that the time would come when she would be close unto death. And she spoke to the Great Spirit, and he gave to her the souls of the bravest of the warriors, the wisest of the old ones, and the innocence of the children. And when she knew her time was close, she would return them. And now you have returned. For our mother is sick, and she calls to her children. She calls to their hearts. You that have known paradise, that carry the ember of remembrances deep in your hearts. You have chosen this moment to walk the earth once again, to fulfill a task. For above all life upon the earth, man was favored. He was given the ability of creation, to create with his thoughts. But when he recognized this, he saw himself as greater than that which had created him. And therein he sowed the seeds of his destruction. For he sought domain over all things. And the time of living passed, and the time of existence began, as brother turned upon brother, No longer was man content to suckle at our mother's breasts. He ripped at them and tore at her bowels. Even his children he sacrifices to material possessions. He walked away from what he was. But now, such as you have returned, that remember the time of harmony. You that carry the ancient medicines, the ancient wisdom and knowledge. And I come to you to remind you that amongst you are the warriors, amongst you are the wise ones, and from your seed and from your wombs will come the innocent ones. And it is you that must prepare the way for the coming of these ones. For the time will come when brother will go to the aid of brother, and sister will comfort sister. For our mother will shake herself and rid herself of the sickness that causes her pain. And you must show the way to the frightened ones and to the confused ones. I come with my brother across the oceans to the land of the grandfathers, that my brother might remember and draw power from the land. For know this, that more will hear my voice than there are blades of grass upon the grey plains. For you will carry my voice. My words you will store in your hearts. But remember, you must walk quietly and speak in whispers. For you are the people. You are the human beings. You have spoken to the spirit of the animals, the four-legged ones, to the birds of the air, to the forests and the mountains. For they are part of you. You have domain over nothing, yet you are part of everything. And I come to remind you, and I come to sit in council with you. For when the circle comes together, there is great energy. There is ceremony. And the chanting calls the grandfathers. And the spirit of the totems come. The buffalo and the bear, the hawk and the eagle. All gather. For they come to you for healing. For you are their brothers and their sisters. And you have the ancient medicines. And when the council comes together, all will speak, the young and the old, all will share their wisdom. But do not be in awe of me, for you have called, and I have come, and with me are many wise ones. For mind and spirit once again blend together. For you have stepped outside of your minds and into your hearts. For you have begun the quest to find yourselves and the meaning of your lives. There were many that will treat you with scorn, ridicule you, and persecute you. But you are warriors. Your strength has been tested many times. You know your courage, or you would not walk the lines. For your task is not for the faint-hearted. You are to protect the wise ones and find the place of sanctuary for the ones that come from the womb and will always walk with Spirit, as they did long ago before Mary. Are there those amongst you that will speak with me? Are there those amongst you that will speak from your hearts? Let us blend together. Feel the energies around you. Many warriors come. If you listen, you will hear their ponies. If you are quiet in your hearts, you will hear their words. For I speak for many, for the warriors that gather come from the four directions, and around their shoulders they have the blankets of many colors. For the time is now. Who will speak with me?
I will. This is Joe. And how can we best prepare and, to be of service here? Where do we start?
You prepare in your hearts and your minds, for therein lays the magic. The power of creation is yours to manifest your visions and your dreams. Create your dreams. Gather together, hold councils. Reach out with your hearts and your minds. Join with others. For there are many councils that sit. And as your thoughts reach out, so the healing begins. That is the power of your thoughts. For never before has man been able to avail himself of the intelligences of other dimensions. The creatures of the oceans, the beings of the stars, The beings of light walk amongst you, yet they are recognized by few. The time of the great coming together is now. What emanates from you must return to you. You are the ones that can place a balm upon the suffering, alleviate the pain, for pain there will be, and the women will sing their death chants, and brother will aid brother. For in the time of the tribes, each one came to comfort the other, to share with the other. No one suffered alone. The old ones were revered. The children were held as precious. Our mother is a living, breathing thing. She is but an extension of you, and you are she. The rivers and the oceans are her blood. The time of the cleansing is at hand. And there will be darkness and there will be fear. But you are the ones that will stand tall. Leave the doors of your lodges open. Save a place by your fires. For many will come seeking. And by example, you will lead the way. Do you understand my words?
When you say ceremony, can we do ceremony wrong? I mean, for a long time I've been wanting to chant and dance and beat on a drum, but I don't know what to do.
Why do you not follow your heart? For your heart remembers.
Because I've been told I got offended if I didn't do it right. Or that since I wasn't full-blooded Indian, I wasn't supposed to do these things. I've always felt like I was an Indian.
What are the memories that you carry? You have walked in many lifetimes. You have walked in many lands. Your skin has been many colors. You are all things. Who will stand and say, I am this and I am that in their arrogance? You are life. You are the songs of the birds. You are the wind in the trees. You are the trees themselves. Yet you see yourselves as separate. And in so doing, you isolate yourselves. You are life.
Guess we just need to work harder at it, make a bigger effort to spend that time where we can be quiet and feel a part of nature. It's so hard with many people around you, and the cars and the television sets.
If you do not like what you see, why do you not change it? If you feel the pain of others, then alleviate that pain. When one cries out far away, listen, for in truth it is you that cries out. Do you not understand? You are separate from nothing. An indignity perpetrated upon another. You perpetrate upon yourself. You are part of all life. You come. You listen to what we say, but you do not hear our words. You hear only that which you choose to hear. But I speak with a straight tongue, and I speak words of energy and power. I look into your hearts, and I see many questions, yet you stand in awe. Gaze upon yourselves and see the power and the energy that you are. The time has come to take upon yourselves the responsibility of self. Are there none others that will speak?
I will speak. My name is Lois. I would like to ask you a question. Is there a technique that a woman can utilize the four winds?
Woman, hear me. This is the time of woman. This is the time for woman to return to her rightful place, to use her intuition and the power of woman to restore the balance, to blend her gentleness and her intuition with the aggression of man. The time of the blending, as two hands come together, so man and woman must come together. Call upon the four directions. Call upon the spirit of fire, of water, of the earth and of the sky. Use your magic. You speak of miracles. Are you not miracles? What is you was never born. What is you will never die. That is your power. Created in the image of the Great Spirit. Perfection. Yet you do not see this perfection. You cower in the darkness. But now you have begun the long journey inwards. I can tell you nothing that you do not already know. You are all knowing. There are none wiser than you, yet there are none more foolish than you. You are joy and you are pain. You are anger and your happiness. You are energy. Take this energy and create the paradise that is yours. Do you understand this?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Namaste.
I have a question. Are there ceremonies that are given by spirit if done improperly, or if the knowledge of them is not fully obtained? Could they be dangerous?
My son, the answer to this lies within your own heart. What is done in reverence, what is done in ceremony, what is done in humbleness and humility, raises the consciousness of all mankind. That is the energy that is yours. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Listen, and you will hear the silent voice that speaks to you from your breast. You know ceremony. You and I have sat and spoken across the great council fires. You and I have sought our visions. You know of me, and I know of you. The time of your confusion is past. Take what is you and create your wonders. For in your mind you see visions, and you create with your fingers. You have great medicine. Yet you do not understand yourself. The time has come to accept self, your strengths and your weaknesses are you. Embrace them. And once again, stand tall. Sing your chants. Call upon the spirits of the grandfathers. Call upon the totems. Call the spirits to you. Blend with them. Ishanekanaho, ekanewitaho, hushanekiti, ekanewataho. I speak your words. I remind you, gaze at me, and you see yourself. I am your mirror. I am your reflection. The beauty that you see around you is your own beauty reflected to you. Let the mist pass from your eyes. Your time is now. There is much for you to do to inspire others. Do you understand my words?
Yes, my brother. Thank you. Yes, could you talk to us a little about the power of the stones and the power of the crystals?
Yes, my son. Long ago, before memory, all life plays its part. Yet man, in his arrogance, saw himself as greater than all things. And the ancient wisdom was taken by our mother and buried deep in her breast. But now, such as you walk the lands, you have the wisdom to extract the knowledge Use this wisdom, for there is great healing in the rocks and the crystals, in the color and the sound, in the music and in the chanting, in the berries and in the barks. Journey within yourself. Follow your own knowing. You have walked this path many times. Gaze around you. You will see where you have walked. That which is you will guide you to the sacred places. Listen to your hearts. Come away from your cities. Walk barefooted. Listen to our mother. Walk in the mountains and the forests. Walk by the oceans. She waits for such as you. Go to no other for confirmation. Trust your own knowing. Many lifetimes has brought you to this place. Many experiences. Can you understand my words, young man?
Yes.
I have a question. Will there be a time where we should not be in a certain place on the planet and that we should lead people to a better place? And if that's so, will we be shown a sign of that?
Once again warned, I must speak of the silent voice that speaks to you from your breast. It is the divinity that is you. Do not cower in fears at the predictions of another. Listen to your own knowing. Such as you are needed. You are protected. Know this, that the blanket of love is around your shoulders. Follow the voice. Carry no possessions that will tie you to one place. For this is the time of movement. For the tribes walk the lands, listening to our mother's voice. And these times will return again. No longer will you derive comfort from material possessions. The beauty of all nature is yours. For life is to be lived. You are the people. And the people come together. Loved ones of long ago return. These words I have spoken to many, but the recognition will come from the heart. Follow its direction. Embrace brothers and sisters of long ago. For families that were, are again. For the bond of love cannot be broken. Man and spirit are one. Only the logicality of thought has placed the barrier between us. Now, we can walk hand in hand together, as it was long ago. So it will be. You will be called by the silent voice to the ancient places of wisdom, and there are many. Some are buried beneath your cities, but their voices will be heard. Some are in the high mountains, and some will emerge from beneath the oceans. For as man evolves, so our mother evolves. So the universe evolves. For you are part of all this. That is your strength. That is your energy. No longer see yourself as separate, as insignificant. You are created in the image of the Great Spirit. He has given you many gifts. Now, reach out and grasp these gifts, for they are equal to all mankind. Let Spirit come to you. Become our instruments. For as I speak through my brother, there are those that would speak through you. They will come through your hands when you lay them upon one who is sick. They will come through your words to give encouragement and hope. These and many more gifts are yours, for you are the people. Do you understand my words? Gaze around you. Feel the energy and the power of this council. Close your eyes and look into your heart. You will smell the wood smoke. You will hear the whisperings. For all is now. The past, the present, and the future become one. Are there others that would share with me?
I will. How may I find the direction or the path to find myself? How do you know which way to go?
My son, why do you seek what you have already found? You do not trust yourself, and you do not trust your own knowing. You compare yourself to another, but you are unique, my son. No one sees through your eyes. No one has your understanding. You walk the path. From the womb, you have walked the path. Yet you listen to the words of another, and they bring the shadows of doubt to your heart. Trust your own knowing. Know that you are a warrior. Know that you have the heart of the warrior. Know that from your seed, the spiritual ones will come. These are the ones you must show the way to. Teach them of beauty and of love, of compassion and of understanding. Show them the beauty of our mother. And once again there will be harmony. Do you understand this, my son? You are young, yet you have great wisdom. Listen to this wisdom. For not always does wisdom come with age. Great foolishness can come. But remember, the wisest man can hear great wisdom from the words of a fool. Each has their part to play. Each has a contribution to make. You are in the river of life. Let it carry you where it will. Know this, young man. You are in your right place, even as the stars in the heavens. Trust this knowing. Does this help you?
Should we change our diet? Is that important at this point in time for us to change our diet?
You should look to your physical bodies, for they are precious to you. Yet you abuse them. You should eat all things in their season. You should rest. This is the time of the new beginning, when there must be balance in your lives. Hear me. You are many things. Only when they are in total harmony can you have order and balance. Rest. Empty your minds. Find the quiet places. Draw in the tranquility of our mother. Only in rest is there tranquility. Only in tranquility is there harmony. The time will come soon when material possessions will bring no comfort. Companionship, love will regain their rightful place. These are the precious things. Take nothing for granted. Let not one morsel of food pass your lips without giving thanks. Place not one stick upon your fires without giving thanks. Take not one word of love from a dear one without giving thanks. For they are all gifts. And the great Father will take the gifts from his children if they are abused, as do all good parents.
Is that why we're having the drought?
Yes, there must be harmony, and it will be so. For the gardens will be deserts, and the deserts will be gardens. Have I not said, this is the new beginning?
Can we once again learn to talk to the clouds and ask them to bring rain when we need it?
You can talk to all things, to the plants and to the trees, to the sky itself, to Grandmother Moon. But you have forgotten, and you do not trust yourself. But in the quiet places, you will learn to trust. And then there will be a blending. But many times I have said, when a woman gives birth, there is pain, and then there is joy. And so it will be. A new beginning. But the time is now. Come together, sit in council with friends and loved ones. Sing your chants. Call the Great Spirit. Call him to your presence. Bow yourself and absorb the energy that is the universe and that is you. Do you understand this?
What words do the dolphins have for us?
They do not come in words. They come to your heart. Open your hearts. Man listens for the spoken word, yet he closes his heart. Listen with your hearts. For the whales and the dolphins sacrifice themselves on the altars of your arrogance, and they do so willingly, that they might stir your consciousness. Hear them, for even now they speak. They send their vibrations to you, to raise you above the confusion and the darkness that is all around. The beings of the stars come. Listen for them. For the time was that you could leave your bodies and journey amongst the stars and sit at the feet of learned ones of other dimensions and return again to share their wisdom. All this, if you would but rid yourself of your logical minds that entombs you. That has brought you to this place, to this council. For when you go from this place, you will see through new eyes of greater understanding. You will become an example to others. But remember, you cannot compel another to have your understanding or see through your eyes. Each must come to this place by the path of their choosing. That is why you walk the lands, to walk in gentleness. And in that gentleness, others will come. Do you understand this?
How can we help the people that, are just really closed and abuse all our resources and just don't hear what we say?
Speak with your thoughts. Reach out. Encompass them. That is why the councils must come and sit together. The drum and the chanting must draw in the energies. You speak of the dolphins and of the whales. Draw their vibrations. Draw them into your circles, into your councils. Direct them out to the places that need healing. Direct the healing to the hearts of mankind. For it takes the same energy to love as it does to hate. The same energy that destroys can create miracles. Be conscious of your thoughts and of your words, for they are like arrows. They cannot be recalled when they leave the bow. This I come to remind you. We have shared many words, and we have shared our hearts. We have sat upon the same blanket. This ancient land we have walked upon many times. But now it is sick. It has sheltered you, fed you, clothed you, given you life. Now the gifts must be returned. And your gift is love. At all times be conscious of this. In your every action, in your every deed. That is the power that you are. Do you understand?
I know it's the right thing to do, but it's so hard to feel love and understanding for these people that are out here committing these terrible crimes and these terrible things to old people and children. I find that really hard to love them.
But you are not separate from them. You are part of them. And they are not separate from you.
That's hard for me to accept.
Yet it is so, if you look into your hearts. There is no separation, for all is one. Mankind cannot evolve without you. Can you understand this? That is the power that you are. And I come to remind you. But I do not come to speak words of fear. I come to speak words of power. And to remind you of the energy that you are. That the Great Spirit is incomplete without you. That you are part of all things.
Clearwater. We've been told that sometime in the future we're going to make communication or contact with beings from the stars that nobody's going to be able to disbelieve or... I'd like to know when this is intended to happen and what we have to learn from these beings.
My son, hear me. It is you that can make this happen. With your thoughts, with your energies. For those that you have surrendered control to, deceive you. But the time will come when the beings of other dimensions will come to you. And it cannot be hidden from your eyes. And then you will know. But it can only come when you raise your consciousness. For it is your consciousness that will bring them. Do you understand this?
Yes, but can we expect this to be in our lifetime?
Do you want it to be so, my son?
I'm sure we do.
Then cast aside your doubts. And it will be so. For you have come from far away. If you gaze back upon the path that has brought you here, you could not believe that it would be so. Yet you walk upon the lands that contain the bones of your grandfathers. That is the power that you are. That is what you set out. That is what emanated from you. That is what you created. That is your power. And when you sit in council with others, that power is intensified. And the very mountains can move when you come together. Do you understand this, young man? Create your dreams. Create your visions. Banish your fears, for they are but shadows. You chose this task. Your courage has been tested many times. Now, create your miracles.
Oh, great brother, can you speak to us about the energies that move up and down our spine, the serpent fire that will happen to all of us at one time?
You draw the energy from the earth itself, for you are not separate from this energy. As you raise your consciousness, so the energy absorbs you, and you become one. I've spoken of miracles. This is what you are. This is what you can create. For you blend with all energy. You speak of the universe. You are the universe. Use the energy of the universe to bring healing, not only to yourself, but to the earth itself. My children, you are precious to me. Hear me. Gaze upon yourselves. Look into your hearts. You are energy. Whatever you desire, you can create. Yet your doubts separate you. And you are isolated within your own realities. Only in coming together can you come to understand that the energy is united to create whatsoever you desire. That there is no sickness, that there is no disease. It is your fear that creates it. That there is no death. Your fear creates it. That is the power of your magic. Banish your fears. For your fear is a shadow that has no substance. To give your fear substance draws upon you what you fear the most. Use this energy to create. You have walked in paradise. You have walked in unity with all things. And you remember, dimly, deep inside you, is the ember of this memory. That is what you seek to recreate. That is what you have the power to recreate. You have walked this path many times. But now is the time of culmination. There will be many changes. Prepare yourself for these changes. There will be a new beginning. Prepare for this new beginning. As old institutions crumble and old beliefs fall away, then build your paradise, that your children may grow in beauty and in love. A reality. And I and those like me draw closer. We have great need of such as you, yet we cannot impose ourselves upon you. For your life is yours, to do with it as you wish. We merely come to remind you. Can you understand this? But it is your choice. You can turn your head away, but always you will come back to this place. Feel my energies and my strength. They are my gift to you. Each one walks with a companion. You're not alone, not for 1 second. This is the great awakening. Like children, you wake from your sleep and you begin to remember the beauty of life. For life is for the living. And it is now. If you choose, it is now. Listen to my words many times. They are my gift to you. But we will come together again. And then you will have looked into your hearts. And you will have many questions. And others will come. and all will speak. Remember, when the council sits, no one sits above another. All are equal. Hear me. I am Clearwater, and I have spoken. Ho!